apps to help you tackle your online teaching as a teacher. The first one I'm getting into is ClassKick. ClassKick is basically a document annotation type material where students can, with you, annotate on the document as they learn about different processes and tactics and topics. And so I see this a lot with English students, that you can really write along and underline those adjectives, those nouns, those verbs, and that could really be great for students to learn about. Next one is an old-time favorite, is Book It. And so this one is really great to gamify your lessons. Students can play as a class with games like gold mining, cyber hack. This way students can really be engaged with the material while having fun and competing against each other in duels. It's a lot of fun. Similar to Kahoot, if you know that app as well. Another one that's fun is Video Ant. So what is Video Ant? Well, you may think of that your videos, kids are watching them and not really engaging and not really intaking the information that they need to. So with Video Ant, this way students can interact with the video, either yours or one from YouTube, is that they can annotate on the video, ask questions, highlight certain information they like from the video, that they want to talk about from the video. And that way, they really can engage and start to hone on the information you have provided in the video. Another one is Calio EDU. Now this one's great for debates. Debates in the class sometimes can fall flat. Kids may just want to say whatever they feel and not really give you a lot of information behind it. Now with Calio EDU, I may be saying it wrong, it's Kialo. I hope I'm saying that right. And this way, but with this app, they can really delineate and prove their reasons why, especially with their pros and cons tree. So there's a broad statement, the students will pick their side and really pick the information that supports their side of why they think that way. And they can see that from their classmates and really engage in better critical thinking skills with this type of app to have more engaging and meaningful debates on certain subjects. That can be used in English, in math, in history and science, and really all over to kind of have better conversations and move that forward. Now, as I promised, we're going to talk about some skills in online teaching that can be helpful when it comes to your SPED students, English language learners, and possibly 504 students as well. So let's get into that. Now, one thing that could be good app for SPED students is Khan Academy and iExcel. For middle school area, Sally, middle school 6th grade through 8th grade, they have math, English, science, and history lessons available for remediation. Also can be read aloud to them and to be listened to. And that's one of the biggest things, exceptionality for students that is needed for SPED students, especially is always a good exceptionality. Also, Khan Academy is very visual and also have integrated its quiz and tests they can take also from remediation in the area of math. Now, the best thing is always to enable for SPED students when they have their iPads or if they have a Chromebook or a MacBook, is to enable text-to-speech. And this was a good assistive technology that reads the text to them so they can engage with it that way than trying a hard time reading it themselves. And also one good way, if you're doing essays or typing or some sort of thing or note-taking at some points, that good way to use this tool is diction. And most all programs and apps and applications have a built-in text-to-speech and diction application. And that way students can, if they're doing essays especially, is to speak into it, like my phone down here has the diction app, and they can speak into it and they can type the words that they're speaking, and that way maybe their case manager or you and the student can go back and edit it, but that way the content's on the page, the student didn't struggle typing or trying to figure out their vernacular, so things like that. So that's really great help for students as well. The next thing will be Prodigy Math. That's another way to gamify learning for students. They have their own little characters, own little missions in the area of math, and they go along the journey and trail, and it's a lot of fun for students. A lot of students like to play that game and also learn at the same time. Also, that students can use is ReadWorks. ReadWorks is a great resource for reading comprehension on a plethora of areas from the veterans, from Cinco de Mayo, from Thanksgiving, just a lot of different topics and origins for students to be exposed to. On ReadWorks is allowed to be able to listen to it, assign work for students to work on, and also to work on questions. The biggest thing is the text-to-speech feature that's enabled in ReadWorks. It's already there. So instead of students reading the passage, they can listen to it as well and listen to the questions as well to be able to properly answer them. And that's always a great accessibility for them as well. Now, I cannot gush about this enough. For my English language learners, whether they speak Spanish, German, Arabic, anything other than English under the sun, the best app that I have worked with thus far is the Say Hi app. It's amazing. I love it so much, and I work with it daily with a lot of my English language learners, and especially with the different dialects of Spanish. There's Mexican Spanish, there's Guatemalan Spanish, there's Chica, there's different types of dialects of Spanish. And so with this app, by thus far, having different dialects within the app has been a game changer. This way, English language students can engage with the content in the general education better. It's been better, and I'm so excited. I love this app so much. It's good for translating. There's one feature where you can have a conversation where you speak into the app, and it translates into the desired language, which is usually Spanish for me. And the student can speak into the app in their native language, and they can translate into English for me. So that way we can have a conversation to help them engage and learn with the lesson. Also, this great thing is a lot of our students here have iPads. So on their camera app, the student can take a picture of any written form text on paper usually. Haven't tested it with screens, but with paper usually. And that will translate the text into the desired language, which is amazing. So students can really take their test and understand how to take their test not without accommodations, but without struggling to comprehend, because they can read the text that's translated from the image, which has been a game changer for a lot of my students. And it's been really useful in the classroom as well for them to be able to work in class and be able to kind of function and communicate with their peers a little bit better. Also great for English language learners is Newsy LA. Newsy LA offers a lot of articles in Spanish. And you can go from Spanish to English, go back and forth with a lot of verified text. So the English language learners can read it in Spanish or listen to it in Spanish and participate in reading comprehension that way. So that's really a great offer for them. Also, as I mentioned earlier, iExcel is also offered in Spanish in all main content areas. Also, Khan Academy is offered in Spanish as well. So that's really good for them as well to be able to help remediate with math skills in that general arena. Now, for students with 504s, they can benefit from a lot of these same exceptionality and accessibilities, such as extended time, text-to-speech, diction, besides extended time, things like that. It kind of differs on case-by-case basis, since 504s are mainly medical, and that's kind of just differentiates based on the medical condition. But a lot of these externalities and apps can be used with them in just kind of case-by-case basis. Now, the biggest thing that students learn great from apps, and they have great time on apps and interacting with each other. However, students learn best from their teacher, which is you.